What's up?
Yeah, how many people are on?
I know Julian and Sebastian are supposed to get on right now. I pushed it back because Enzo said, "The hell." Yeah, are you listening to it on YouTube?
Nah, I'm on the what StreamYard? Yeah, I'm on StreamYard.
I can hear someone's thing. Whatever. That was my phone. That's my phone. I had the thing in the background. All right. So Enzo's here, Marco's here, Sebastian's here. Just waiting on Julian. Let me add him to the stream. Are you, um are you guys good with mics?
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Or you guys
Yeah,
far away?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Unfortunately.
Let me check
Hey.
it out later on YouTube.
All right. All right. So it's
Where
pretty
Mark?
good. Marco,
Where
can you hear
Marco
me?
at?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I
Where
can hear
Marco
you.
at?
Yeah, y'all
Marco,
can hear me?
disconnect
Yeah,
from Donald's Wi-Fi.
That boy
Yo.
Marco. Marco was the last person I least expected
All
to
right,
talk
all
to
right, all
that.
right. Chill. All right, all right.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Is that Cheris? Is that Cheris?
Yes, sir.
All right. So before we start anything or everything, I just want to say we can't say like try to not say cuss words. Don't say obvious n words or any racial slanders.
Arthur Jersey.
Okay. Well, wait. Oh yeah, I did hear Enzo. All right. So starting off, I'm sure we all saw the game, the PSG versus Bayern Munich. Um, Although a lot of people say that the game was pretty interesting. I don't know. I didn't think the game was as good as I thought it was going to be. Um, I thought both teams kind of tweaked their tactics to um, like because they were scared about the opposing team. You know, Bayern Munich, although they did play a higher line, I don't think they play as high as a line as they should. And PSG, for some reason, they weren't as attacking as they typically were in other games. And on top of that, for some reason, they were playing from the back, which some things that like you should not be doing against Bayern Munich. For Bayern Munich, you just need those long balls, and that's how you score. So I'm gonna start off with, I guess, Josh. Tell me what you thought about the game and what do you think Bayern Munich got their tactics right? Do you think PSG got their tactics right? What's up? Tell me what you think.
I liked the game. I liked it. Like I know some people they think that you got to score a lot of goals in the final so it could be interesting, but nah. Like I thought if you look at PSG had like easily 3, 4 chances to score, and it was just Neuer that kept it zero. But PSG really they really did the best they could. Like they couldn't do any better. And Bayern, the reason they couldn't push their line so high is because you got Mbappe, which would outpace you so easily. No matter if you got fast players like Davis, like Mbappe would outpace anybody. So they really couldn't push that line too high because of players like him and Neymar. They would just exploit that the space so easily. So, but I think that at the end of the day, PSG was full of the stars in Neymar and Mbappe, and Bayern was just a better team overall. Like, yeah, they have their stars here and there, like Lewandowski, but not, if you're talking about like prestige, Neymar and Mbappe are above any player in Bayern. So I think Bayern just was a better overall team.
All right. I have a question. So, do you think that they should have brought on Icardi? And do you think Cavani would have made a difference?
Uh, Maybe Cavani, but not Icardi, because Icardi started off kind of hot, but then he kind of got like I don't know, like I feel like Icardi's been off lately, so I don't think he would have made a difference. I think Di Maria, Neymar, and Mbappe, like you can't sub those guys in a final.
Okay. All right. So, how about you, Julian? What do you think?
Yeah.
Tell me what you think.
Overall, I'd say it was a pretty good game. I mean, this game, it had its ups and downs, but I mean, if we were to compare this game to last year's final, this game was so much better.
Hell yeah, dude, that shit
I
was
got it.
boring.
Liverpool versus Spurs was that game was
It
really
was
it was bad,
boring.
man.
I did
No,
not
but
like that game.
this PSG actually had them like the first 30 minutes. They kept pushing and pushing. They had clear chances that they had chances that they had to put in. The one that Neymar had and the one that Mbappe had in the first half. Then in the second half, I think it was Marquinhos and the guy who came in as a forward, Choupo-Moting.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Choupo-Moting.
yeah.
They had four clear chances. Just Neuer, he was on a good day. The first shot, Neymar's first shot, was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
But
Neuer got a bit lucky on that one too,
yeah,
on the Neymar shot because he didn't get it with his foot, but somehow he got it with his hand.
yeah, he still managed to get it. And Mbappe though, his shot, like it was too weak, man. That was an easy get.
And
Like
then and then
that should have been in, man.
and then Neuer thought that Neymar was gonna go for the shot the second time. And he dived for it, but he luckily got it with his feet
Yeah.
for the cross.
So I mean, overall, Bayern's a better. I would say Bayern's a better team, and I mean they showed it in the field. But PSG had their moments. I'd say the first 30 minutes they had to put one in there, and they didn't. And you know how it goes with soccer. If you don't put them in, you're gonna watch them put it in your goal sooner or later. So especially in a final like the Champions League. So I mean, overall it was a good game, but like I said, Bayern is just a way better team, better work team. PSG is more of an individual kind of team. Like what can Neymar do? What can Mbappe do up there? But I mean, it was well deserved. On part of Bayern Munich, and yeah, pretty good final overall.
Okay. Do you think Cavani would have done better, or do you think they should have brought in Icardi?
Honestly, Cardi has been on a he's been on a downfall lately. Like when he first got to PSG, he was scoring lots of goals, but lately, like I don't know if it was because he was the Ligue 1 was in off season and he didn't get that momentum going. But like the games I saw from him in the Champions League were pretty.
Wait, you still there?
Yeah, sorry. Cavani probably could have done a better job. He's had more time playing with Mbappe.
I think there's
There was no way. There was no way. They were gonna leave Di Maria on the bench for Cavani.
yeah. I mean, like they took Di Maria off in like the 60th minute. I think. I'm not
If
sure.
you look at Di Maria's game, that guy was killing it, dude. Like he you saw when he did that pass through Alaba's legs for
Oh yeah,
Marquinhos, I
yeah.
think it was.
I
I
don't think it was
mean,
Alaba. I think it was the Alfonso Davis.
and then no, that was he did Meg Alfonso, but he also tunneled Alaba for the pass to Marquinhos, and then he also had
Oh
a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
shot.
You're right. You're right. Oh yeah,
He
yeah. I
also
remember that.
had a shot. He also had a shot
He
where he didn't
missed.
go near post. He
All
went
right.
far post.
All right. Now let's switch to Enzo. Enzo, what do you think? What do you think about the match? And you think your boy Cavani would have done better?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I mean, Cavani's the top scorer of PSG, bro. So it's like, he was in the system. But Di Maria was saucy, so I don't think they would have benched. I mean, I don't think they would have benched Di Maria because he was in good form. But if Cavani, the one that would have made a bigger difference, probably Munir, because Munir and Cavani both left, and then that right back, he wasn't doing that good.
Mm-hmm.
So like a right back, yeah, it's about defending, but they provide a lot in attack. Like I don't know, they're missing them, but at the end of the day, they just weren't producing up top. It was like 1-0, so it's not even on the defense or anything. It's just on missed chances. Like Mbappe's missed opportunity. Somebody else would have buried that. And that's where it all started.
Do you think PSG is gonna make it there next year, or do you think?
I mean, they can, and they probably can get somebody up top. So I know Ronaldo's linked, and now Suarez is linked. So those three up top, whoever it is, would be nasty. And
That's
then
true.
Ronaldo would be like 60 mil. So that's for PSG. That's nothing. And then Suarez would be free. So and then Neymar told PSG that like Suarez would be the perfect fit because the build-up
Hmm.
play or whatever. So I mean, I think they could definitely be back, but it depends on their defense too. Because if their defense was bad before, now it's gonna be even worse. Thiago Silva left, so I don't know. That's kind of questionable. I mean, Kimpembe and Marquinhos would be center backs, so that's not that bad. But then
Yeah.
the fullbacks suck. Like Bernat, he's not that good in my opinion. And then they don't even have a right back. That dude that was playing right back, Kelleher, whatever his name is, he's a center back. So
Yeah, I remember. I know. I actually think PSG. A lot of the times they did worse with Thiago Silva. Like when they lost against
yeah.
Barcelona, that was when Thiago Silva
Well, that
was
was David
playing.
Luiz, bro. That was David Luiz's fault.
Was he playing that much?
Yeah. That Suarez made them for like every goal. Remember?
yeah,
Oh, I don't remember.
Suarez
I
made them
mean,
twice.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
Suarez scored twice that game.
Yeah.
okay. All
Nah,
right.
bro. Thiago Silva had a beast of a game yesterday,
Nah,
dude. That
he had a good season overall. He had
dude,
a great season.
you didn't see when they crossed it behind him and he just kind of like instincts just headed it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chelsea's about to be trouble.
Thiago
yeah.
Silva was beasting.
We'll get to Chelsea later, but Sebastian, tell me what you think.
The game was all tactical. Flick, out of this whole match, they both played conservative, which is the final. It makes sense that they both play conservative. They're both going for the trouble. So it just makes sense. Pretty much, the final was really about what better coach came out in the end. This is where experience shows. Flick is a World Cup winner. He's the assistant coach of the Germany national team, while Thomas Tuchel, I believe his last name is. He doesn't really have any experience in this season. The reason he knew about Mbappe's speed, so that's why he didn't start Persic. He started Coleman, which allowed Davis, because usually when Persic plays, Davis does the underlying runs, but this time Davis was told to stay back, and that's exactly what he did. He never went up, and Coleman was allowed to. Coleman's better at taking people one on one, so he was able to go up, and eventually that change as well won the match. I do also agree with Enzo where the right back Munir, the guy that went to Borussia Dortmund, like he like if he was there, they probably would have had a better game. And with Cavani, because the striker that they brought in, he's trash. Like that man's a championship striker. He was regulated with Stoke City. I don't know why he was brought on. Icardi is a poacher, so when Neymar made that cross and that player wasn't able to touch it, Cardi would have definitely touched that. That's what he does. He's not good with the ball, but he does. He's a good poacher. So by him, yeah, that's why there's reports that PSG want to remove Thomas out of manager, because there's that was a horrible game. How do you take out Di Maria and bring your best player of that game, in my opinion, going forward, and you bring in that other player that was regulating in Stoke City? That player's trash. He never does not deserve to be in PSG.
Yeah,
So
he probably could have subbed in Icardi for Choupo-Moting. Maybe he could
yeah,
have done
like
that.
I'm letting you know right now, his wife Wanda is on the phone with that board right now and letting her know what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure Icardi's leaving. That man's going to Boca. So, yeah, it was all tactical. Like again, they all play conservative. In my opinion, the match was a little bit boring. And what Julian said was right. The ones that you don't make, they make on you. So, Bayern took their chances and they ended up winning.
All right. All right, Marco, what do you think? And before Marco talks, Sebastian, don't interrupt them much, right?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. It was obvious Bayern was gonna take the win. Everybody knew it. You look at the team. Look at the teams. Look at both teams. The only chance PSG had is if Mbappe was to prove himself as a world star youngster. Um, he did in the World Cup, but obviously he had a better team behind him. You got to look at that too. PSG has a great team. I think what they needed was a striker that wouldn't be nervous enough to finish because I know y'all all saw that miss that he did. Like it looked like he literally tapped it to Neuer. Like, come on, bro. If he was against a French league team, he wouldn't have even thought twice to blast it to a corner. You know what I mean? But he saw Neuer, he gets intimidated. This dude's one of the best goalkeepers. Happens to anybody. What Mbappe needs is more experience in the game. He needs more experience to like go against those type of goalkeepers because they get you nervous. It's normal for him though. The guy that I think that could have finished the game is probably Neymar because Neymar has that experience. But I don't know. I feel like Neymar wasn't at his top game. I feel like maybe he was nervous too. I mean, but the coach messed up big time when he did not put in Icardi. Because come on, bro, you have Icardi in the bench, and like Sebastian said, you put in that other guy. Like who knows that guy? Like all right, he scores a Champions League goal, but that happens every now and then. Somebody scores a goal that nobody really knows, and yeah, he did his thing. But come on, I think Bayern has a stacked team. They're gonna have an even more stacked team next year. I think for sure they have a possibility of going to the finals again next year. Don't know if they'll win it because a lot of teams are doing a lot of transfers and everything. But like I'm saying, PSG could have done better, bro. You look at it, look at the game. It was back and forth. For 15 minutes, Bayern was killing it. Another 15 minutes, PSG was killing it. It was just back and forth, but PSG looked more nervous than Bayern. They looked more nervous because look, even though Lewandowski didn't score, he hit a post and he was actually like doing stuff like. And look, what was Bayern? PSG couldn't even take a shot, a real good shot that actually would. The only shot, the closest thing they had was probably when Neymar hit it and then it bounced back and then he tried to hit it again, but Neuer got it. So what you need there is a world-class striker. That's what they were missing. Because Neymar is a good striker and he could play that position, but they need somebody more like a Suarez or like they were saying earlier when y'all said Cavani because Cavani has more experience. Yeah, Cavani probably would have finished one of those, bro. All he needed was the good defense, and PSG had that. Why? Because Thiago Silva was playing at top world-class soccer. The other defenders were playing good. Everybody played good. Their problem was finishing. That was PSG's problem. That was the finishing. They couldn't finish. And I'm not gonna lie. I expected Bayern to beat them by more, but I mean PSG came out and did their thing, and hopefully next year they can do better. But I don't know if Neymar is gonna stay. I don't know if Neymar and Mbappe are gonna stay because I mean they could go to pretty much any team. And think about it.
That boy
I mean,
Alex in the comment section.
I think I don't agree with Cavani being in there. That man's a poor man. Yeah, a boomerang. He misses all the time. He's probably better at cutting sheep, at shaving sheeps than he is at goal scoring. That man literally misses all the time. He is not a true big name player. Same with Neymar. He is he's not a player that can really take on. Yeah, he did it against PSG, but PSG like they were weak minded. But he's not a player that can lead a team by himself. You saw it all three the last
exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm not. Don't mean to interrupt you, bro. But that's what I'm trying to say. Neymar cannot carry that team, and I guess Neymar trusted Mbappe too much. Like he felt like Mbappe could be his trustworthy man. But I know y'all saw like Mbappe looked too nervous. I don't know if he was intimidated because he saw that Bayern was doing really good, or what was his problem. Because that's not the Mbappe that we know. The Mbappe that we know is the dude that will finish any ball you fucking give him.
It's all tactical, dude. Bayern knew exactly. That's where the experience comes in. Like that's where exactly the experience comes in. It's the Flick got it right. This is where the that's why he's a World Cup winner. He was the assistant coach for the World Cup, and that's all it's all experience. They shifted their team exactly how PSG was going to play. They knew Mbappe and Neymar do those long passes and just outrun everybody. That's why they kept, even though they kept a high back line, none of their defenders, or right back or left back, went up. So
Okay.
it was a perfect. It went according to plan with Bayern.
Okay, so I just want to talk about this a little bit. So I was looking at Goal.com today, and I was looking at the Ultimate Team that they had, and I pretty much agree with most of it. Although, like, they had most of Bayern Munich's starting lineup besides what was it? Who was it? All right, so let me see the player. The Deoto Upamecano from RB Leipzig. He was the only defender that made it there. Besides, So he was the only defender that made it there. But what I wanted to talk about was they put in Neymar for the Champions League starting XL. Like, so the best players from the Champions League. Do you guys agree with that? You think he went? You think he went to? Do you think he deserves to be in the starting XL? My fault. I'm over here reading this stuff.
No, he does not deserve to be in the starting XL. Neymar is the only good game that he had where it really mattered was against Borussia Dortmund. Other than that, his finishing was off in the quarterfinal and semifinal, and in the final he literally did nothing. So he does not deserve to be in the starting XL.
His finishing was off, especially in the semifinal game. He could have scored easily, like freaking 4 goals. And he was just way off that day.
And I think he missed all his chances.
He had a hell of a game, though. He was playing amazing. Like, he did everything good, but he just wasn't scoring.
Hey,
I think. What are you? Let me unmute you. All right, there you go.
I put Neymar in there just because, I mean, he kind of did. Like, if we look at the game against Atalanta, he kind of did, bring the team on his back. He even said it in the interview after the game. He never thought that he was going to lose the game, even until the last minute. So he always believed, that he could win the game, and he did everything he could, even though his aim was off by a lot. He had clear chances to score, but he played a pretty good game there, and then against Leipzig, he did all right. He did an okay game there too, but that you need PSG. They rely on Neymar. And Mbappe said it in an interview. Thiago Silva's our captain, but Neymar's our leader. So depending on how he's out there in the pitch, how he's feeling, he kind of motivates his teammates as well and stuff. So, I mean, he's their star man. So,
but like PSG they weren't tested. Like Neymar against Atalanta, like Atlanta, like their budget is, I think their team is less than a bag of chips. Like this is they're trash. Like that Neymar was supposed to beat them, and he literally took it to the last second to do something. Like PSG wasn't tested at all. So like I don't understand. Like the only game they were tested was against Borussia Dortmund when that team is like rejuvenated and it's still a new team and they don't really have Champions League experience. So
honestly, the first half against Atalanta was, they played their game how they've been playing it in the Serie A. They had them. They could have scored more goals if they wanted to in the first half. But what happened with Atalanta in the second half is that they didn't stick to their attacking tactic, which and that cost them.
They got tired. Like
wait. I just want to say something. That Colombian dude that plays for Atalanta, what's his name? Muriel.
Luis Muriel.
Yeah. Muriel, but that dude's trash. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, he got nervous at the end. Yeah,
that dude was not good. All right, but moving on from the Champions League final, I wanted to talk about Barcelona. So obviously, we all know what happened to Barcelona. They lost 8-2. She played that. All right, So so they lost 8-2, and now Barca want to rejuvenate the whole entire club. They sacked Setien. They're already talking about buying, like not buying, but selling a whole bunch of their players. What do you think? Like, who do you think they should leave? Who do you think should leave? And first of all, I want to start with Enzo. Do you think Luis Suarez should go, and who could replace him? Because like personally, I think Luis Suarez, he's still pretty good. You know, I think he scored almost like 20 goals this season, or maybe 26 goals. Um, yeah, he hasn't done as well in the Champions League, especially some matches. But I think besides Messi, I think he's probably like one of the best players this season. But what do you think, Enzo?
Yeah, I mean, against Bayern, he was like the only one hustling and stuff. Like, I don't know, but I think he should leave. Like, if Messi's leaving, then for sure, I think he should go to a good team still. Like, if he goes to PSG, that'd be fine. But I don't know. Like, he's linked to Ajax as well, but I don't know about that. Like, you know, Ajax are good, but they won't be like contenders for Champions League or any of that. And I still think he could ball for like 2 years before going to like an average team or a money team like MLS or something.
Do you think Messi's gonna leave?
Maybe. I think he should, because if Bartomeu doesn't leave, he should take off, bro. City's trying to get him. Like, they were trying to see how they could get him without breaking the financial rules today.
Well,
But,
Bartomeu
yeah.
is not seeking re-election, so he's definitely leaving.
I
Like, he
know,
already
but that's still not. But he won't leave right now. That's not till next year, 2021. So he'll still be there this year unless he resigns. And Messi said if he stays, then he's gone.
But like nobody, yeah. I think Messi has like a release clause of like 900 million. There's no
Nah,
way.
but he could leave, bro. He could leave.
Yeah, in his contract he can leave, but it says that he can leave after May. So like once the season ends in May, then he can leave. So right now in August, he can't leave. Like there's no way.
No,
No, but think about it.
I think it said.
Like, think about it. Think about it. It's just like Ronaldo. He has a year left in his contract. So it's like if he's going to leave next year for free, Barca would sell this year for like 80 or whatever. 70 is what I think Juve paid for Ronaldo. Because, I mean, you rather get something than nothing. And, I mean, something like 70 is a lot. So it's the same thing with Thiago. Like, Thiago to Liverpool, in 5 months, he'll be free. But if they want him now, he's 25 or 30, something like that.
Yeah, I agree with that, but with how all the clubs' financial situation are with after COVID, like no team can pay except for Chelsea and Manchester City. And Manchester City is probably going to be the dumbest thing they ever do because they literally just got cleared to play the Champions League. Like I don't think no team will be able to buy him.
Why is this little guy Sebastian interrupting me though, man?
Okay, all right. So let's go to I guess Josh and then Marco. We'll get the other two Barca fans. So all right. So I'm gonna just rephrase the question. So who do you think should leave? Who do you think should come in? And like, what will be Barca's next step? Because I heard Coleman said that he's gonna switch Griezmann to his true role, which is playing behind the striker. That's where Messi plays, and he's gonna switch De Jong, which I don't think he's been that good this season. He's gonna put him back to attacking midfield, and he said he wants to, like, from the list that I saw, I think he wanted to get rid of Jordi Alba. He wanted to get rid of Sergio Busquets, Rakitic, which I still think is pretty good. I believe I saw Vidal in there, and yeah, like. So tell me, what do you think?
All right, before I start, do these guys know they can put their cam on, or are they just doing that on purpose?
Yeah, I know Sebastian. If he's using his PC right now, then his PC doesn't have a mic, and
Marco,
I think the other ones.
Oh, that boy driving. Yo, Marco, put your cam on.
I'm in the whip.
I think he has his phone. That's why he probably doesn't have his.
Marco using the restroom right now.
Hey,
Marco
get
need
off
to put
get
his
off the
cam on.
McDonald's Wi-Fi, Marco.
That Sebastian guy doesn't fit in the camera.
Let me know.
All right,
Bro, it's
but
because I'm in a private place where like we don't get a lot of signal over here. Like, we're in the trap right now.
Sebastian
Yo,
need to put the camera 50 feet away to fit.
yo, Marco,
Okay,
put your
okay,
cam
okay.
on.
Anyways, Josh.
you gotta put the camera 50 feet away. What the?
All right, Josh, hurry up. Let's start it up.
I think that
Yo,
all right, like you said, Coleman supposedly told Suarez, Rakitic, Vidal, and I think it was I'm missing one. Oh, Titi. He told them that he's not counting on them for the next season, and they should think about maybe finding another team. And they all have contracts still, so I think Umtiti's the only one without. I think he could leave, but I know Suarez has contract still.
They all
I think
do.
Rakitic also does. Vidal, but
They all still have
if they
contracts.
don't leave, they just got to know that they're not gonna be playing that much minutes. They're still gonna play, but they're gonna be on the bench. Coleman, he's probably, like you said, he's probably gonna be playing Griezmann. He's gonna be playing De Jong. He's not even gonna play Busquets that much anymore because he's definitely gonna play De Jong in Busquets' position. There's rumors he wants Depay. He wants Wijnaldum from Liverpool in the midfield. So he's definitely like Rakitic, Vidal, Busquets. If they stay there, they're gonna get minutes, but they're not gonna have like a primary role where they're like starting 11 or they're playing these big games. They're definitely just gonna be there for support. And I mean, if they do decide to stay, I don't mind people like Rakitic staying, but they just gotta know their role. Their role is just gonna be, hey, you're here to support these younger players because you're already at not the end of your career, but you're at the last half of it, and they just gotta realize that they already won it all. Like Rakitic won the 2015 Champions League, and there's younger players that won it bad. Like they've never won a Champions League, and you can't compare somebody unless you're hungry like Ronaldo, right? Cristiano Ronaldo can win 10 Champions League and he still wins an 11th. But there's players that they've already won it. They've already won it all, and they're just not as hungry as, for example, De Jong that he's never won, or he's, Ricky Puig, Ansu Fati. These guys have never won anything, so that hunger on the pitch, you're gonna see the difference. You're gonna see that Ansu Fati's hungrier than a Suarez. You're gonna see that Ricky Puig is hungrier than a Rakitic. So I think they all should leave, but if they don't, then they just got to understand their role.
Okay. All right. Well, personally, I don't think that was going to work out because, most of these players are on such high wages. So I don't think Barca can afford to have sit in the bench. And especially now since that list has came out.
Yeah, but you want to get another 8-2 next season? What do you want? You thinking about the
no,
wages,
but I'm
or
saying
you want
like
another 8-2?
if they can't offload these players and they can't afford to keep them on contracts, how are they gonna add more players on contracts?
I mean,
And
Barca has like I know people would be like, "Oh, who are these nobodies?" But hey, you got to start somewhere. Like Barca right now, they just got a player, Pedri, right? They just got him, like, and everybody is saying he's just a young talent, and why not go for a Pedri? And yeah, like you're not gonna get like somebody like Depay maybe because you can't right now you can't afford it, but why not try Pedri? Like, what do you got to lose? Hey, this dude Sebastian, bro. Sebastian brings his t-shirts that he sleeps in. to Sunday
Okay.
soccer. At least I bring jerseys to soccer, bro.
Okay. Marco, tell me what you think.
Yo, yo, that was so funny, bro. I saw his comment, and that dude, that's
Hey,
so true, bro. He does,
chill, bro. You can't say that word, though.
he does. Oh no, my bad. But he does bring the shirts that he sleeps in, bro.
All right. Hurry up. Get to the point.
All right. It's because he doesn't buy a shirt that's on the Femo, bro. All right, all right. Get to it. If you ask me, Rakitic has to leave. Arturo Vidal has to leave.
Hell
Busquets
yeah,
has to
bro. They
leave.
gotta leave. They gotta leave.
Uh, they have to leave. Why? Because of what kind of I'm gonna go with everything that Josh said. As far as them, like if they want to stay, they're gonna be subs. Because why? Because we have to rebuild the whole team, starting from like not necessarily with the youth, bro. I mean, I feel like we could buy good players, or not even good players, but decent players that can. Because Barca's always been built out of tactics, out of the way that they play, and I think they can make a good team out of young players. The thing is that some of what Rodrigo said was true. These players, if you keep them, they charge too much. Come on, and how are you going to be paying them that much just to keep them in the bench? It's better to just let them go to a team where they could have one last good season and get what they deserve. But they will probably start for that in that season. I think it's gonna be sad if Messi leaves, but I mean, as a Barca fan, I gotta respect his decision because Barca has let him down too much. There's been too many finals, too many semifinals that they don't Barca doesn't put in their part. If you notice, every semifinal that we've been to, or every time we've gotten knocked out, Messi turns up at the Camp Nou, and then you go to the next game and nobody turns up for Messi, nobody helps him out. It's like Messi's alone. But you know why? Because Messi doesn't have a Xavi and Iniesta anymore. He doesn't have Xavi and Iniesta, and if you notice back when he had Xavi and Iniesta, he had somebody to like have his back. If Messi played bad the second game, Xavi and Iniesta were there to have his back to win that second leg for him or to like help him out because Messi can't do everything. He can't. He's as much as everybody says he's the best player, either him or Ronaldo are the best players. Like Messi's not. He can't carry a whole team, especially full of old people. Come on, they're all good players, but you got to rebuild. I mean, eventually they get old and they can't play the same. I mean, I think Busquets is still one of the best midfielders, no doubt. They all are good players, all of them, but them is just it's too much. It's too much. And then going up against a team like Bayern, come on, Bayern is fully rebuilded right now. I mean, you could say all you want about Barca going 5 years without winning a Champions League, but look, it took Bayern. Bayern hasn't won a Champions League since 2013. It took them that much time just to make a team this big and this unstoppable. So to rebuild a team is not easy. You're not gonna do it in the course of 1 or 2 years or three. You're gonna have to take your time with it and really look into the players that you're investing in. Because Barca's number one flaw right now is that they go for every player that has a good season and they buy him just because he had one good season. Come on, bro. Like, why would you do that? You're buying a player that had one good season. He comes to your club and doesn't do the exact same thing he did in his club. Why? Because you have to look for players that have had a couple good seasons. That way, you know they're constant and they're actually going to do their job when they come to your club. You know what I'm saying? And
I see.
I think, like I said, if Messi leaves, it's going to be even tougher to rebuild that team because he's a fundamental player. He changes the game. He's a game changer. And if he leaves, it's gonna be even tougher. But I mean, I feel like Barca will rebuild eventually. It might take some time though, but they will rebuild. And that dude, Bertamel, he has to go. And like I said, I mean, I feel like this new coach, he might not give us a great season, but I don't think he's gonna go trophyless because we haven't gone trophyless since '07, and I feel like we could at least win one trophy this year, depending on how everything goes down. Because I feel like if Messi does leave, I don't feel like he'll leave this season, but he might leave next season. But if he stays one more season with us, I think we could win at least one trophy next season and see from there what goes on. But as far as Champions League, Barca's really far from it. I think Bayern is the closest right now. Bayern, Liverpool, all these big teams. It's gonna get really competitive next season. And I know y'all should look at Chelsea right now because Chelsea they are buying a lot of players right now, bro. They are rebuilding right now, and like I'm telling you, it takes time. But I mean, I feel like as a Barca fan, we will get there, and I'm never gonna stop supporting my team.
All right. All right. So Julian. All right. So I think you're a Madrid fan, right?
I don't go for none of those teams.
Okay. Okay. Well, personally, I think it wouldn't be out of the question to say that Barca like have a serious chance of still winning La Liga, especially because they only lost by, I think it was only like 4 or 5 points this year, and they had a bad coach. They had bad momentum throughout the season. Um, like overall, it wasn't a good season, and they've only lost by 5 points. I know Coleman. There's talks of him bringing DePay. There's talks of him bringing a couple other
The guy
Dutch
from
players. I think,
Ajax.
yeah, Van de
Okay.
Beek.
Yeah, he's really
Van de
good.
Beek, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Madrid has tried signing him the past year, but like, would you say it's out of the question for Barca to still win the La Liga this year? Like, I think that they still have a good chance. I actually do think they will win La Liga, especially because Madrid, besides Odegaard, they aren't making any new signings. So tell me what you think.
Well, I mean, Odegaard's just coming back, so it's not even considered a signing. But in terms of Barca, like y'all said it, they have to rebuild. Starting with, I mean, they already started bad though. If you think about it, trading Arthur for Pjanic, like that's not a good deal. And I don't know what Bartolomeo was seeing there doing that trade, because he's bringing in more and more old guys to the team. Um, they need to I think do what they've always done and pull from La Masia. Right now that they don't have that much capital right now to go out and buy soccer stars. Like for example, like Puig, and he's a good example of what they can expect to to pull up from their academy. So they need to start looking more into those kind of players. Stick to their style, pull young players. There's good players in there. They got to give them the opportunity. These old guys, they get too comfortable. I think they know they're going to start every game. Take for example PK. I think he's been he's all right, but he's not. He hasn't been playing, at least for like the last 2 or 3 years. He hasn't been playing to the level of what Barca is supposed to be. He's gone really slow. Semedo, I don't think he's the right fit for Barca either. If you looked at the game with Bayern, he was getting destroyed in that side over there by Davis, making him look bad. And every chance he took made Semedo look bad. Rakitic is probably time for him to go. Also, Arturo Vidal, probably time for him. I mean, he just got here, but honestly, I think he's just too old to be opting for a starting role at Barca. And he got his karma back, with the statement he said before the game. Basically, they just have to switch it up. Not every player has to go, obviously, because like y'all said, they don't have the budget to just release every player. But they need to find find the right fit between young players and experienced players, and that's what they need to find. In my opinion, Messi has to stay, because like, what is Messi without Barca? Like, Messi and Barca go hand in hand. I mean, he still has some good years left to go, play, and it's good to have him on the team also, because you have all these young players looking up to him also from La Masia, and they want to get the chance to be able to play with him and learn from him. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they have to find the right fit. and they can't just go out and sell all these players and try to buy new players. Like how Coleman was saying, I don't need Suarez anymore, and I don't need this and that. Suarez is still good. I don't know why he's still putting his goals in. Putting more than the average striker does. He still has some good years left in him. Let's see. But I would focus more. I would say probably in the defense. Get some better players, some younger players in there that can keep up with the rest of the league. And goalie wise, they're sad. Griezmann, honestly, I don't know what he's not the Griezmann we saw at Atletico. That's for sure. I feel like I don't know. I feel like he's just sad for some reason. Like he's not playing. He's not motivated to play how he usually plays. And they need to find players for to cope with Griezmann up there. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, what the relationship is, or how the relationship is between Griezmann and Messi and Suarez. How good of a relationship that is, but I mean, if it's a good one, then then they can just keep it like that. But if it's a bad relationship, um, then probably Griezmann would have to go, or Messi and Suarez, because he's definitely not the same player that was at Atletico Madrid. The star man.
Okay. Sebastian, tell me what you think. I don't know. All right, there you go.
That Sebastian guy just talked, man.
You can't move because of that. Sebastian.
He fell
I think
asleep.
I think he left his desk. All right, so yeah, I think
Probably want to get Big Mac.
I think Barca, they're gonna do a lot better next season, but I don't see Messi winning a Champions League, and yeah, I think from the reports that I see, it seems like they just told Suarez to leave, which I don't think is the right move. I still think he should be there. He is going to be good for a couple more seasons, but yeah, overall, I think Barca their era has ended. All right, so now let's move to Juventus. Juventus, they obviously, you guys know that they sacked Sarri, which I always thought he was a bad coach. I never thought he was good, but now they brought in a coach that has no experience. They basically just brought him in because he can talk to the players, which I don't think that's uh, Juventus' main problem. Although they do have a lot of good players, or at one point they were good players. Um, they like a lot of them are past their prime, and they need to rejuvenate, like Barcelona. They need to rejuvenate their club, get new signings, and leave, and tell a whole bunch of the old players to leave. I know there's a huge list. If Barca's list is big, Juventus is even bigger. I believe they told Kendira, they told Higuain, they told what's that player from Arsenal? Forgot his name. He plays for Wales.
Ramsey.
Yeah, he told Ramsey to leave. Douglas
Matuidi.
Costa. Matuidi already left to Inter Miami. Like the list for Juventus is big, and I even hear a lot of reports saying that Pirlo wants Ronaldo to be gone. Supposedly Ronaldo was the reason. Like the reason why they bought Ronaldo was to win the Champions League, and buying Pirlo, like in order for him to even compete in the Champions League, it's gonna take. I think it's gonna take a couple of years. Although it might not be the wrong signing, um, I think it's. Although it might be the right signing, I think it's the wrong signing right now because Ronaldo is at the twilight of his career, and he only has 2 years max. Like I don't see a 38-year-old winning the Champions League and being the main reason. So, Josh, tell me what you think. Do you think Pirlo is was it a good buy? Do you think it was dumb? And what do you think Ronaldo should do? Do you think he should move to PSG or I heard reports of him going back to Barcelona. I mean, not Barcelona. Sorry, reports of him going to
Barcelona? Oh hell no,
Manchester.
we don't want him. Not even
Yeah.
free, bro. Not even free.
All right. All right. Yeah. Tell me what you think. And turn on your camera.
Um, yeah, give me a sec.
York.
Um, I think Ronaldo should stay at Juventus because I mean, he could go to PSG, but what is he gonna do at PSG, bro? Win the League One, the one that they've won for what 10 years straight, I think. I mean, Juventus too. Like they've won the Serie A, but almost every year. But I mean, I feel like he has more of a chance. Yeah, you got Mbappe and Neymar, but honestly, I don't think they're gonna get to another final anytime soon again. I think this was the chance they had. Yeah, they could probably, Ronaldo with the goals and everything, but Pirlo, he can bring something to Juventus that Juventus is lacking, which is midfield. Everybody talks about how Juventus has a, pretty decent attack, pretty decent defense, but the midfield is the one thing that's kind of like always been, they just need to go up a notch on the midfield, and Pirlo is a midfield maestro, so why not? Like he could be the perfect man to start. He always loved possession, so he could give that to Juventus where they keep the ball and they filter through balls to Ronaldo or crosses to Ronaldo, and that could be exactly what Juventus needs. So I think he should stay and just see like try it out for maybe a season and see if he really likes Pirlo. Because Pirlo, Zidane, just midfield masters. I think Pirlo could do the same things Zidane did. Probably not, like Zidane did it, 3 Champions League in a row, but he could definitely do something similar with Ronaldo.
Okay. Julian, what do you think?
My opinion, he should stay. I don't know why, or I don't know if even those reports are true of him, wanting to leave or them wanting him to leave to PSG. Because I mean, yes, they have to get rid of players. Higuain and Kadir should have been gone like 2 years ago. These are players that they get little time and they don't really do much anyways. Um, there's a lot of players that Juventus has that they don't really have use for them. I mean, Ronaldo's their main man, and he's still. I mean, despite his age, he's still putting in work. Ronaldo. I mean, he scored. He scored. He was a top scorer of the Serie A coming in his first year. So I mean, that speaks volume in a league that is just based on defense. So I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, as Juventus fans don't want him to leave. It's just something that some reports that are coming out about him. Maybe switching to PSG, but he should stay. Pirlo, I actually think he's a good fit because, like Josh said, he might be the Zidane to Juventus. Zidane when he started coaching Real Madrid, he only had experience coaching the Castilla. So he
But
didn't he
but he
really
was
didn't have.
assistant coach. He was assistant coach for Ancelotti for 2 years, right? Or was it for 1 year?
I'm not sure, but I mean he could be that player. There's some he could be Guardiola. Guardiola when he started at Barcelona, he didn't have that much experience. He did. I mean, he was assistant coach of here and there, but sometimes it's more than just coaching. Is the actual person who's coaching you. How much they motivate you. How well you get along with that coach. Sorry was I don't- he just seemed like he was like very private. I don't think he really had that much dialogue with the actual players, and honestly, his game style was really weak. I mean, it wasn't offense. It wasn't what Juve is. What Allegri Conte did with Juve, it wasn't like that with Sarri. Even though they did win the league, but I mean they won it thanks to a lot of it thanks to Ronaldo. So they need to just find the right fit, the right players to, group around Ronaldo. Dybala is a good one. At the beginning they said they couldn't play together, Dybala and Ronaldo. But at the end, the more they started playing together, the better they got along with, and the better the playing style got along with. So so there is some players that Juventus have not some players. I say a lot of players that they really have no need for. Like you mentioned, Ramsey. I barely seen this guy even play, man. I don't even like you ask yourself like why is Juventus buying players that they barely even put to play anyways. So they need to just find the right fit for Ronaldo, I think. And I mean, in my opinion, he should stay. But yeah.
Okay. Enzo, tell me what you think
About Pirlo.
about Juventus. Oh yeah. Juventus signing Pirlo as their manager. And do you think, who do you think they should sell? Who do you think they should bring? And do you think Ronaldo should leave?
I mean, first of all, I don't think they'll ever win anything if it's like Douglas Costa, Dybala, and Ronaldo up top. Like that's just not good, bro. Because Ronaldo, none of them are like elite on the ball, like dribbling. Like Ronaldo's dribbling is washed up. Dybala's pretty good, but then it's like Douglas Costa isn't up there with him. They need like a different type of player up there with him. I mean, Pirlo, it could be a hit or miss. Like, yeah, it's a lot about tactical, but it's also luck. Like, look at Guardiola. Like somebody said it. Like he won everything, but he won like 7 trophies with Barca with no experience, and then he never won the Champions League again after that, even though he had stacked teams. And then Zidane pulled up to Madrid, and he won like 3, and then he won La Liga. I think the La Liga was bigger since his team wasn't that good, but still, it's like it just shows you. I don't know. It could be luck, bro. Like if your team comes through for you or not. Because Guardiola's teams were stacked too. Like Bayern won a treble before and after Guardiola. So why couldn't he do it? But he did it with Barca. So I don't know. Pirlo, he could get lucky. I don't know. It depends on both things. Because he's a smart player, bro. Like, midfielders are smart. They're usually good coaches because of that. But he'll definitely win Serie A. Napoli stays choking. But
Yeah, especially since Conte is supposedly he's leaving. Sebastian. Oh yeah, that's true. Sebastian, you still there?
He's eating a Big Mac.
Yeah, I don't think he's here right now. Okay. So I guess I wanted it to be a little over an hour. But since we have like 2 minutes, we can go a little over if you guys don't mind. I wanted to talk about Chelsea.
I'm gonna need a raise.
So Chelsea, they've signed Timo Werner. They signed what's that player from Ajax? What's his name? Ziyech.
Ziyech.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ziyech.
that guy's a beast.
They're about to sign the player from Leverkusen, and they just signed Chua. Yeah, Havertz, and they're about to sign Chua from Leicester. I believe it's how you pronounce his name.
Chilwell.
Yeah, Chua.
Chill.
All right, whatever. Do you guys think that Chelsea can compete in?
And Thiago Silva, bro. They're getting Thiago Silva.
Oh yeah, true. Thiago Silva too.
Yeah, Chelsea's gonna be a problem, bro. But it's like I don't know. Lampard is low key a bum, so we'll see what's
Yeah, I don't think Lampard is that good as a coach. But what do you think? Do you think they can compete in the Champions League or they can compete in the Premier League?
Bro, like that team is stacked, and then Pulisic, the way he was balling,
That's true.
He's good too. And then they still have Conte, Mount. They're gonna have Havertz.
Mount's all right.
Yeah, but I mean he's still solid. So it's like
look
at PSG. They had a lot of like liabilities, and they still made it to the finals. So I think they're gonna be trouble, man. But I don't know. It's a lot to it though, because like injuries, like Pulisic is injury prone, and then I don't know if they have any backups, bro. Because like, I know William left, Pedro left,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know if they have anybody on the bench. Because there's gonna be at least one injury throughout the whole season.
That's
And
true.
then Pulisic seems to be injury prone. Because like at Dortmund, he's
Mm-hmm.
getting injured a lot, and then he got injured at the FA Cup final against Arsenal. So I mean, if they can stay healthy, and then I don't know about the fullbacks. Same thing. If one of them gets injured, you got Marcos Alonso. This guy is garbage. And I don't know if I rate Reece James yet. Like, he's all right. And then I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna talk about Kepa, man. This guy's the worst goalkeeper.
Oh yeah, dude, it's
He's
trash.
the most expensive. He's the most expensive keeper in the world, bro. This guy, Butterfingers.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think I know that they were talking about signing Regulon, but I mean, what how do you say his name?
Like something like that. But I mean,
You
at the
talk,
end of the
Yeah.
day, they're not catching up to Liverpool, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, what do you think they'll come in next season? Do you think they'll
Chelsea.
come in third, or do you think fourth, second,
I mean,
first?
the Prem is unpredictable, bro. Like that thing, it go anyway. Like they can come anywhere from first to third, to be honest.
You think they're gonna end up fourth or out of the Premier League?
They should definitely
I
get
mean,
top
out of
four.
the
Warner is a
Champions League.
baller. Yeah. In Champions League. I mean, yeah, they could get top four. They could get to the semis too. Like Liga, Leipzig and stuff. Who would have thought they'd even make it out of group stage? Like all of this is just unpredictable. But I mean, on paper they should be saucy. So
Okay. Josh, what do you think?
I think they are going to be a problem, especially with players like Ziyech. But I don't think they're going to go, as far as like go all the way and win a Champions League. But I do think they're going to be winning like FA Cups, Capital One, shit like that. But I don't think they're going to go all out win the Prem, maybe, because I feel like Liverpool is still strong. To be honest, I think Liverpool might win it again because uh, I don't see them.
Thiago,
I don't see them really like losing that that quality they got still. So I would my number one pick to win the Prem is still Liverpool. And Chelsea with that team they're building right now, I think they'll be able to win like a Capital Cup, Capital One Cup, or a FA Cup. But I don't think they're gonna win the Prem. At least not this season. I don't think they're gonna win the Prem or the Champions League. But give it maybe like 2 or 3 years, I think they could definitely go all the way and start winning like Premier League, Champions League, those big tournaments.
Okay.
if Liverpool
So
gets Thiago, it's a wrap.
I think when you said Thiago, oh yeah, my fault. I was thinking something else. Yeah. I thought honestly I didn't think Thiago was that good until these past couple games. Like that dude is, he's really good. Yeah. Julian, what do you think?
with Chelsea, I think Chelsea. I mean, they're building a really good team, man. But I don't think they expect like short term results. They're building a team where I think they expect to most likely finish top three with that team. This upcoming season. But I still think Liverpool and Man City, they're still up, up a step ahead of them, in terms of winning the league. Chelsea just building to win, give them 2 3 years, and they'll be competing against any other team in Europe. So I mean they're building their team full of mostly young players. And like I said, I think they expect, in the long term, to compete for a Champions League. Have that team that they had back in 2012. Where they can compete against any team out there in Europe. because right now, they really don't have a team like that. So I mean, they're making really really good signings, and they're stepping up their game, and don't expect them to win next season, but they'll be trouble for a lot of teams, in 3 years if they don't let that base of players go. So Chelsea, I mean, they're gonna be a menace.
Okay. All right, guys. I don't think Sebastian's back yet. So thanks for coming to the first podcast. I'm gonna try to keep it consistent.
You gonna
Thanks
do
for
it
all the
next Monday?
supporters. Yeah,
You gonna do
yeah.
it
I
next
mean,
Monday?
yeah. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do it every week.
When's the
Are you already coming out with ideas for other topics?
Yeah. I have some. So originally, next week I was gonna talk about what do you guys like? Where do you guys see the Champions League? Not Champions League. Sorry, the Premier League table ending up as. I know we're super early, but make your top 4 predictions or top 6 predictions actually. And then we'll see if anything else happens over the week.
I think
I'm
you
sure
should
there'll be
add the
transfer
topic.
news.
I think you should add the topic of the U.S. national team, bro.
Bro, I don't want to talk about trash people.
Bro,
What do you
the
mean?
U.S.
Like,
national team, the U.S. national team, bro. They got players everywhere right now in Europe.
all right,
I'm
they got
pretty
2
sure.
players.
I'm pretty sure next, maybe not next World Cup, but the other World Cup after the next World Cup, I'm pretty sure the U.S. national team gonna go far, dog. I'm telling you, they got players
Hey, you're not
all
gonna
over
give no
Europe right now.
Shout outs to the
All
people
right.
in the chat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
for
right.
sure.
So
That dude
shout
got
out
me crunk.
to Alex. Shout out to Jordan,
No, not that guy. Don't give no shout out to Jordan.
Carlos, and Mateo. You guys are real.
Cruz
All right,
Azul.
what's
Y'all
that?
saw
All
that
right,
pic.
all
Y'all
right.
saw
I'm
that
not
picture
about to.
with. Y'all saw that picture of Coutinho. Difference between Barca and Liverpool.
Yeah. Hey,
Well, I didn't see
Cruz
it.
You
Azul.
saw how buff he is.
He got the 3-1
No.
dub.
That boy buff, dude. That's the difference right there. He went to Bayern. He started. You can tell, man. Barca don't be training. That's why they got whooped 8-2.
Well, I mean, he was still benched. All right, but anyways, yeah. Thanks, guys. See you guys next
Blow a
week.
kiss. Blow a kiss real quick. Here we go.
All right, peace out, bro.
All right.
Peace
All
out.
right.
Peace out.